On this episode of the Globe News Report,
we take a closer look at where the $68 million worth of donations is headed.
We sit down with the owner of a new comedy club in Goshen.
And we'll cover what's coming up throughout this next week on your community calendar.
All that and more on the Globe News Report. Welcome inside the Globe studios on campus of Goshen College. You're watching the Globe News Report. I'm Eduardo Alvarez-Barrera.
And I'm Joey Paternostro.
Joey, 2 weeks ago we had you on the Goshen Week in Review, and now you're an anchor. How excited are you for today, Joey?
Eduardo, I'm quite excited. One of my classes got canceled for today, so we're already off to a great start.
Well, Joey, Goshen College announced the launch of the public face of the Connected Cause, the campaign for Goshen College, with the end goal being to raise $68 million by 2026. Our own Isabel got the scoop on how exactly GC plans to use this money.
Goshen College's fundraising campaign, aiming to reach $68 million by the end of 2026, finally became public during this year's homecoming. The event served as a platform to announce the project and the distribution of the funds.
What are the college's priorities at this time for moving forward? And at the same time, we did a campus master plan, so identifying our physical needs on campus.
According to the plan sharing the campaign's website, $13.4 million will go to nursing and public health facility, $19 million to campus and facility renewals, $12 million to scholarship and student success, $5 million to global and local community engagement, $3 million to academic excellence, $12.5 million to the Goshen College Fund, and $3.1 million for expanding athletics. Since this statement, conversations about student involvement on where the money would go became popular between students.
I personally believe that they should have at least had a survey of some sort, maybe get some ideas from students about what they might want to see, especially from the incoming first years and the second years who will still be here during that time period.
One specific group of students on campus expressed frustration with the plan for their department.
It would be nice to be involved. I know we're just a small part of the school, but also we represent all the student athletes, so it would be nice if we get at least a little bit of involvement from the school.
With student athletes composing 1/3 of the student population, the ASA member hoped for a proportional quantity of the funds and more participation in the decision.
I see we have to invest in other parts too. We get a nice nursing program. We just got a new cafeteria. This is all very, very nice. But yes, since our population is so high, at least come to us. What are your ideas? What would you like to see?
According to Javier Hayes, for student involvement to take place in future decisions, interest and commitment needs to be shown.
Because if we fall into that of like, we don't want to really go because we can live with it, then improvements won't be made and the changes will be up to the administration at the end of the day.
Reporting for Globe News, I am Isabel Massoud.
That's a good amount of money, Joey. I can't wait to see the improvements here on campus.
Yeah, Eduardo, I'm very excited to see an updated Goshen College. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, I'll sit down with Brian Mitchell from Funny Pharm, the new comedy club in Goshen. You're watching the Globe News Report.
Goshen students enjoy an amazing record of success. What's the secret? It starts with hands-on learning experiences. Whether it's a service project in Peru, a sustainability semester at our Environmental Learning Center, or broadcasting for our award-winning radio station, it adds up to life-changing perspectives and real-world skill development that makes a difference to future employers. And it's all available at a campus that makes everyone feel at home. Come hang out with us and see for yourself. Schedule your campus visit today at goshen.edu/visit.
In the Globe Studios, my name is Joey Paternostro. Joining me now is Brian Mitchell, the brains behind Goshen's new comedy club, Funny Pharm. Brian, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I might be the brawn. My wife Lisa's the brains, but
so
I do the best I can.
I'm curious to know, what made you want to start a comedy club, let alone right here in Goshen, Indiana?
Well, we've been thinking about it for a couple of years, just bringing some type of entertainment to Goshen that was family friendly. And some doors started opening with the venue. And things started falling into place, and I guess when you know, you know. So we ran with it, and it's worked out really well. So Yeah, it's going good.
So it's geared toward family-friendly content.
Yes.
So what led you to make that decision?
Just a desire to bring families together, church groups, youth groups, you know, that kind of thing. Some sort of entertainment that everybody could be involved with, the whole community, you know. And it's nice to see a room full of people that are just, you know, every age and lifestyle to come and have a good time and laugh. So that's kind of where our heart was with it, just to bring some joy to the community and a form of entertainment that I think is well needed at this time. You know, everybody can use some laughter. It does the body good. That's where the farm comes from. Pharm is the way we spelled farm and Funny Pharm, but laughter does do good like medicine. So yeah, we've seen it in action.
I absolutely love that. So has it been challenging to find comedians that will cater to that family-friendly content?
You'd be surprised. No, I mean, there's a lot of interest in dry bar comedy. Chris Wineland, who was our opener for our grand opening, just won Christian Comedian of the Year, and he's got a plethora of people that he's steered us towards. And there's a lot of comedians out there that have a heart for this, and that's what got us started in it years ago with a series that called Thou Shalt Laugh, and Joby Sad and Mark Rubin were involved with that. They're national touring conservative comics, and their series was really what got us interested in it, and they were just in town a couple weeks ago. So yeah, it's there's quite a pool of comics out there that have a desire to do something steered towards this area. So it's been pretty easy, really.
And that's fantastic. So is there any part of the future that you're willing to consider adult-only nights?
I don't think we're going to steer away from our focus on, you know, clean entertainment, because that's where our heart's at. And our philosophy is funny doesn't have to be filthy. So you'd be really surprised at how good these guys are and how just gut-busting funny they are. I mean, these guys tour all over the nation doing this kind of stuff for different corporations and churches, and yeah, it's been good. I don't think we'd ever steer away from where our core values are at.
That's very understandable. So you've been open for just about a month now.
Yep.
How's business been treating you?
It's been good. We've had about a half a dozen sold-out shows. Some were very close, and just depending on what's going on in the community and who the entertainment is. But it's been very good. It's been well received.
So looking forward, what are some events we should keep an eye out for?
This weekend we have Bill Baranke, who is he was one of the largest up-and-coming sportscasters. Ended up going into comedy, and he's a dry bar comic. Yanni Heisler's coming with him. Bill's actually an Emmy Award-winning comedian, so he's really knows what he's doing. Next weekend we got Dave Dugan coming into town. He's been on HBO, Showtime. He's been all over the United States as well, touring. So yeah, we've got some really prime entertainment coming in. So I mean, we're trying to bring quality into the venue, so that way people will come back.
Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to hear it. You're the owner of it, so
yes.
You've heard thousands of jokes in your lifetime. I have to know, what's your favorite joke that you've heard?
I don't know if it's so much of a joke, but the routine that I probably enjoy the best is there's a comedian, Joby Sad is his name. They call him the Village Idiot. And he was instrumental in getting us started. He's still helping us behind the scenes right now, put some things together. But his routine on Thou Shalt Laugh is probably my favorite.
I love that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
If you ever get a chance, check it out.
Brian, thank you so much for your time.
Can I say one more thing?
Absolutely.
We have a special for Goshen College students this weekend. If you go online to our website, www.funnypharmcomedy. Remember, the farm is PH, but we have a special on there this weekend for Goshen College students only. Our regular admission's $25. We have a special at $15 for them.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Brian, thank you for joining me in the
Thank
studio.
you for having me. We really appreciate it.
We're going to take a short break. Still to come is your Goshen Week in Review, as well as the community calendar. All that and more on the Globe News Report.
So you just graduated from Goshen College? What experiences prepared you for this job?
Where do I begin?
Welcome back to the Globe News Report. Eduardo, have you ever thought about being a comedian?
Joey, personally, for the sake of the people, I'll keep to what I know, which is broadcasting.
Thank goodness. We're going to keep it local and kick it to Isabel Massoud for the Goshen Week in Review.
Thanks, Joey. Early this week, residents from the Goshen area and nearby towns found flyers claimed to be from the Trinity White Knights of the KKK, encouraging the deportation of immigrants. As a response, Goshen Mayor Gina Lichty issued a statement in opposition to the race-based harassment contained in the recruitment flyers and showed support to the immigrant groups that are part of the community. Cynthia Millsaps, the executive director at Goshen College Center for Community Engagement, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, received the Community Impact Award from the Greater Elkhart Chamber of Commerce. Millsaps was honored by her accomplishments with minority businesses in the community for the past 2 decades. Goshen Menards will be collecting toys donated by community members in the front of their stores. The collection started Wednesday, November 20th, and will continue until November 29th. The Toys for Tots drive has been happening for over 50 years now and is a key campaign to help those in need. That's going to do for your Goshen News Week review. Joe and Eduardo, back to you.
Thank you for the Goshen News for providing those stories and images for this week's show.
Now let's take a look at your community calendar, beginning with Goshen College Alumni Band returning to Souter Concert Hall. Girl Named Tom will be performing with a showtime of 7:30 for her Joy of Christmas tour on Saturday, November 23rd. You can find ticket information at goshen.universitytickets.com.
Goshen's Nights of Lights will be back at Shanklin Park starting November 23rd through January 1st. Light up your holiday season with the mesmerizing Christmas display starting at 5 and going until 10 p.m. This event is open and public, completely free.
The Goshen Farmers Market is hosting Thanksgiving festivities Tuesday, November 26th. From 3 to 7, you can shop the special produce all the way from meat, baked goods, and even cheese to add to your Thanksgiving menu.
Goshen Brewing Company will be hosting Matt Kotnek for their free Wednesday music series. He brings a fusion of modern blues, R&B rock, and jazz to the beer hall stage. Showtime is at 7 and will run through 9 o'clock.
That's going to do it for the Globe News Report.
Make sure to check out all of our social media pages at 91.1 The Globe on Facebook, Instagram, and the X app.
And don't forget our website, globeradio.org, for more Globe content and the Globe Radio app so you can take the Globe with you wherever you go without missing a beat.
Tune in again in 2 weeks for a new episode. For everyone here in the studio, I'm Joey Paternostro.
I'm Eduardo Alvarez-Barrera. Thanks for watching the Globe News Report.